الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله نويت سنة الاعتكاف. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whenever he would talk to the people of Makkah about Islam and about the Quran and Sunnah, they never used to listen to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says in the Quran, مَا يَأْتِيهِمْ مِنْ ذِكْرٍ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ مُحْدَثٍ إِلَّا اسْتَمَعُوهُ وَهُمْ يَلْعَبُونَ لَاهِيَةً قُلُوبُهُم. That whenever a new message comes to them from their Lord, Rabb Azza wa Jalla, they do not listen. Their hearts are in pain. So as Muslims, my dear Islam brothers, we need to pay full attention to the bayan. And I'd be really happy if the brothers can come forward to try to fill in all the gaps, which is also the sunnah of the Sahaba-e-Kiram. Alhamdulillah, we should build that courage inside ourselves that whenever we talk about the companions and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, build that courage and try to act upon the sunnahs, inshallah. Try coming forward, alhamdulillah. Sallu ala al-Habib. Ameer-e-Ahl-e-Sunnat, Sheikh-e-Tareeqat, Ashiq-e-Ala-Hazrat, the leader and founder of Dawat-e-Islami, Maulana Muhammad Ilyas Attari, he writes a beautiful hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam regarding the blessings of durood in his booklet, Deserted Palace. The beloved of Allah, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, whoever recites durood 1,000 times daily will not die until he has seen his home in paradise. Subhanallah. So that is, my dear Islam brothers, a good news for us as well. According to this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, what did he say? That whoever recites 1,000 times will not die unless he has seen his home in paradise. That means, alhamdulillah, we will see our home in paradise and we are destined and guaranteed to go to paradise. So alhamdulillah, what do we have to do? Just recite 1,000 times durood unto the Prophet ﷺ. And reciting 1,000 times durood unto the Prophet ﷺ, it doesn't take long. It's only a short while. If we can sit after every namaz, we sit for a short while for 5-10 minutes and recite durood-e-Pak at least 100 or 200 times, inshallah, we will be able to reach 1,000. So alhamdulillah, may Allah give us all the ability to act upon this beautiful hadith. And may Allah Azza wa Jalla give us all the ability to recite durood abundantly unto the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. There's a beautiful story which I want to read out to you. Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Ibn Jawzi, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, writes in his book, Uyun-ul-Hikayat. Hazrat Sayyidina Wahb bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says, once a king who ruled over a very big land decided to have a tour of his kingdom. He ordered his servants to bring him his best loved clothes, but he did not like any one of them, and ordered to bring him more clothes. Out of many, he finally chose those clothes which he wore. Then he ordered his slaves to go and get him the best horse from the royal stable. Again he refused their choice and told them to bring all the horses which are in the royal stable. And finally he chose one of the horses. As he was marching through his kingdom, through the streets, he would lift his head high out of pride and ignored all the people who lined up in the streets to see the king. man with tatty and torn clothes. The old man grabbed the reins of the horse and he said to the king, "O king, I want to talk to you." The king became very angry. And he said, "How dare you? You stop my horse and hold the reins. I will have you punished. Leave me alone." The old man again, he said, "I have a very important thing to tell you." And the king, out of pride, he said to the old man, "If you do not let go of the reins of the horse, I will trample over you, I will kill you." And the old man, calmly he replied to the king, I'm not going to let you go unless you listen to what I have to say." And the king, he said to the old man, "What is it you want to say? Quickly say it and let us go." And the old man, he says that it is a secret between me and you. I'm only going to tell you. Therefore, bring your ear. I want to whisper that in your ear. And the king, he was getting frustrated and he was getting angry because he wanted to go and see his kingdom. And there he has an old man who stopped him. And the king, he said to him that, "I am not going to lean down, or I'm not going to come off my horse to listen to you." And the old man, he said to the king, "Whatever happens, I am not going to let you go, and whatever I have to say, I want to whisper that in your ears." The king, he had no choice. He put his ear next to the old man. And the old man, he said to the king, "O king, I can see that you are full of pride. Listen, I am the angel of death, and I have come to take your soul." The king started trembling. You could see the fear on his face. And he said to Malakul Maut alayhi salam, "Please let me go and see my kingdom just for once. And then when I come back, you can take my soul away." And the angel of death, he said that, "No, I have come to take your soul away. You are not going to move one step forward from here." And the angel of death, he took the soul of the king, and the king, he fell from his horse and he lay dead on the ground. Allah, apni maut se koi bashar nahi. Who knows when they're going to die? This king didn't know that he was going to die. When he left to see his kingdom, he never thought about death. He never thought to himself. He thought to himself that I am the king. Death is not going to come to me. Allah, apni maut se koi bashar nahi. Saman 100 baras ka hai. Pal ki khabar nahi. We've got planning for 100 years. We've got planning what we're going to do 10 years later, 20 years later. But we don't even know what is going to happen to us the next minute. Kuch haan ab bekhabar hone ko hai. Kab talat ghaflat sahar hone ko hai. Jald akhirat bana le bhai. Kuch nekiyan kama le. Koi nahi bharosa hai bhai zindagi ka. We don't know when we are going to die. My dear Islamic brothers, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, they tell us that the grave, which we very, very unlikely we talk about the grave. How many times have we sat with our friends and the discussion is about the grave? What is going to happen to us when we die? And how we are going to live in that dark grave for so many thousands of years? We don't talk about that. Why? Because we are scared. We are scared of the grave. We are scared of dying. Even though these things are going to happen to you. It's sometimes astonishing that you don't want to talk about that thing which is going to happen, but you want to talk about those things which you know you're not going to have. What happens when we all sit together with our friends? What do we talk about? We talk about big flashy cars, we talk about big mansions, we talk about becoming a millionaire, even though we know that we can never achieve them. Yeah, we still talk about them, and we talk about them for hours upon hours upon hours. But never ever do we reflect on our death, on our grave, which is going to happen, which is definitely come to us.